Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay. Aloha everyone, it's Thursday, February 19th. And we can turn this on. Yes, and do that. That's nice one there. Color in the background. Okay. Well, it's Thursday. A little vlog, little news. One on the top of the vlog list. It's still windy. It is wind. The trade winds are back in this direction, but they're still high. It's like 30-mile-an-hour trade winds, gusts of 50 kind of thing. And it's just constant things blowing around, chairs and everything. Drives me nutso. But, okay. And I got a little telemed appointment coming up after this. It's where you go virtual, like Zoom in with the doctor. It's a follow-up from that thing I have. It's like I'm prone to these UTI things now, so I gotta be careful because if this fever comes up, and it goes to like 100, 101, I gotta go in. It's cold, yeah, because of the wind. I gotta go into the ER to have it checked out. I have to have it. What is it? Which one is it? And then they prescribe the specific specific antibiotic, and just finished that. And it takes a long time from them to grow the culture. So you're waiting in the hospital, waiting for the lab results for a couple days.
Looking for me?
Stuck with all the sticks, they call it, the IV bits and everything.
He will touch you.
So it's not fun. And I'm just really grateful that my Medicare and all that, I think it's all in place. So otherwise, one of those things I'd be broke, in debt, bankrupt like that. Boom. Medical stuff's expensive. So yeah, that's a little too much vlog there. The news. Well, yeah, it all backed up against that funding for it. The last shutdown was about Medicaid it was the Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act subsidies supporting that. And that was the longest shutdown ever, and it actually affected other things as well. This shutdown, which I think is going into like the week 1, is all about not funding Department of Homeland Security's, aka money that goes from there into the subcategory of Immigration Customs Enforcement, ICE, or Border Patrol prisoner, whatever the thingies. And speaking of prisoners, thank you. They're pounding a lot of money into building or rebuilding these factory areas or industrial buildings in different areas. They want to make more prisons for detain. Oh my God! Not again. That's what happens.
Blood.
Just one little push on that wire. They want to have more detainment centers for deportation. So they herd up everybody. They want to arrest. What is their quota? Their quota 3,000 a day. They want to arrest a quota of 3,000 a day. Stick them in these convenient warehouse detainment centers, much like the alligator Gulag, the alligator Alcatraz, but they have these warehouses, and they want to build these things, and they're just million. It's billion, lots of money going into that. Now, states don't want that to happen. They don't want these little gulags, and basically, well, one of them was someone went. Because these people in Congress have the right to oversight and go visit these whenever they want to, and they got resistance for that. And finally somebody was able to get inside and see one of these things, and they have these rooms where it's like it can maximum fit 20 people. And they got about 60 people in there and one toilet. It's like, so they're turning into this inhumane people packing sardine, and it's unsanitary, unsafe, in like all kinds of different ways, and that's just cruel and unusual in the first place. And they're just being detained. So like they want this detainment until they can just keep mass importation. And also, this is a mechanism that's in place where now they have all these holding tank prison facilities in all the states where just in case someone opposes Trump, off to the Gulag, or the Trump Gulag. And, if this isn't exactly also out of Adolf Hitler's playbook, because that's exactly what he did in World War II before the Jews and other undesirable non-white supremacists hell, yeah, whenever they were rousted out of their houses and places
to your right
and put into ghetto areas. That was the name that they used to like only them areas, and then from there they're transported into concentration camps. So this is like that mechanism, and they want to stick this in place. This is just effing scary, and they're messing with they're trying to mess with that midterm election vote thing and everything like that. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's windy over here, and they're taking down the stadium. See what else? Oh, there's some Hawaiian news. See, Hawaiian news. There's got something going on here. Ooh, look. Oh. Ooh, there's something. What could that be? Oh. Some type of trial. Oh yeah, the corruption thing. Go figure. There's corruption in Hawaii. Hawaiian news. Now over here, the food prices are still up, so it's elevating inflation. So, yeah, the tariffs aren't working, no. And inflation, which was going down, I think for a month, was going up, but the rest of it's still kind of like, it's shabby. And in Congress, is billionaire Mark Zuckerberg, one of the tech bros from Meta, which is like all this. Oh gosh. They're saying it's addictive. It's meant to be addictive to teenagers, and people have lost their lives. They off themselves because of all that stuff, comparison and bullying, and the EPA says Navy does not have to engage with community over Red Hill crisis. So this is the Red Hill thing where they spilt jet fuel from underground storage tanks into the aquifer, the drinking water of all of Honolulu. The Navy resists it. The EPA is the ones that set the levels. But the EPA is like, you know what? We don't have to make requirements. They're still trying to bury it. The water's still a little bit, anyways, they don't want to be responsible because they don't want to do anything about it. It's very expensive. Oh, look, it's sports. The Olympics?
Please continue.
Time to tamper with tempo. So one of the guys that was like basketball. He was one of the guys in the so anyways, basketball. Anthony Carter. I'm back in Hawaii. See, AC. Okay. The first medal. Okay. Olympics. I think the U.S. hockey team has gotten some wins. They might be doing something. And then there's Winter Olympics. See, Norway, fifth goal. We're gonna go good. It's Liberty goals, and Norway's winning, and U.S. hockey. Got to keep an eye on them, maybe. And golf. Okay, wow. Like Tiger Woods. Yeah, you're still around. And back in the day, yeah. 1981. When you want to relax, just hang out there with Chinese New Year. It's the Lunar New Year. It's already. It actually the festival lasts for about 15 days. So revelers. Blazing string of firecrackers and fat, whoa fat. It's not the Hawaii Five-O guy. Whoa fat restaurant and Mauna Kea Street, Hotel Street. So It's the year of the fire horse. Fire horse. And the U.S. forces place possible strikes in Iran. Now, that's the other one. Yeah, Trump has surrounded Iran and with all the guns pointed and all the cannons from the Persian Gulf, the warships onto Iran. Now they're going to peace talks. And the peace talks are the Board of Peace that Trump has created, not NATO or anything, the Board of Peace, which is really kind of more geared for Gaza stuff. And this is exactly why Iran is behind all the terrorist groups like Hezbollah and Hamas. So they are saying, don't enrich your uranium and don't make a nuclear bomb. And Iran's going, well, we need that for our energy program, but we won't do that. And so they're kind of back to where they were because Trump negated that treaty they had under Obama because it had Obama fingerprints. You had to can that, so it's back to the beginning, and Iran's like going, what are you talking about, And Trump's like, you better do this, and they're going, yeah. And so whether something happens, because right now nothing happened. They're set up. It's like the Mexican standoff right now, and yeah, that's what's going on. Iran, or we're gonna do in Iran. Okay, so possible strikes. That's what that is. So that's gosh, Iranian morning ceremonies, crackdown, and yeah, I gotta admit their current thing they're running, the Khamenei is really bad thing, and Russians are behind them as far as ally stuff. And the gigantic winter storm, and 8 skiers died under an avalanche. There were 9 that were buried. I guess 8 of them lived. I was praying for that little lady that got abducted because that's kind of been 13. We're going on week 3. Oh my gosh. And of course, oh yeah, that guy. And what do we have? Oh, look, political cartoon. Oh, Trump's going down that feminine shaped hourglass, like that little birthday card he wrote for Epstein with the little pubic signature.
Why is she here?
He's dissolving in the Epstein files as it's coming out. Yeah, that thing is hugely bad for him. And but not as horrible as his ICE deportation thing. Alright, what do we got?
Voter ID, Decide for yourself.
I think we're gonna have to do this one. Yeah, this one.
Next to me.
Voter ID laws are benefit to process, not hindrance.
A recent contributor falsely claims that requiring voter ID is merely an attempt to restrict access to that right.
Push for voter ID serves only to suppress turnout. Cite article February 17th.
One need look no further than the 2022 elections in Georgia that served to undermine the misleading claims that election reforms, including ID requirement, merely suppress voter turnout. Then, new voter identification rules actually effectively increased access to process through early voting expansion and other requirements, such as having officials focus on shortening lines and waiting times at the polls. The results were remarkable, with voter overall turnout reported. So, one must ask if efforts to require voter ID are accompanied by measures designed to increase accessibility, where is this underhanded effort to restrict voter turnout? Stephen Hinton Waialua.
I'm right here.
I'm right here. Thank you, Stephen, for your letter to the editor. And now that's public domain, let's rip it apart. I think you got something here that's like trying to bolster the current administration's side about requiring everyone to vote in person, requiring them to have IDs, because if not, those elections are able to be tampered with and unfair. No. For one, no. Stephen, one is the elections have, there's no cheating there's like maybe one in a 10,000, 100,000. There's no big enough cheating. There's almost, like, I'm gonna say almost no election cheating. It's basically, they're really secure. The elections are very, very secure. There's no need for checking to see if they're been cheated on or something. They're secure, and the Georgia ones are specifically because he wanted that state. And blue in the face doing this stuff. It's not that I'm against Trump, but I am against Trump. But he's taking apart the whole system, and the elections is the most important. If he took over the elections, and what they didn't like was that a lot of the mail-in voting. Now, it's something that they can accuse cheating, but it's safe as well. It's secure. It's fair. But the mail-in voting, when they count the elections, after the elections close, the elections are closed, and they're counting, and it's like, oh, the Republican GOP MAGAs, they're going up, and then all of a sudden, the Democrats go up all of a sudden, because all the mail-in ballots are being counted. So when the mail-in ballots start being counted, it starts to lean towards the Democratic winning. And that scares them, because they go, oh, now let's call that cheating. What they actually want to do is they want to blow a whistle. It's unfair, blow a whistle in the middle of the voting count and stop the voting count, and then declare victory before all the votes are counted. That's what they're going to be trying to do. They're going to try anything they can, because the disapproval of those, and the whole administration and what they're doing, the disapproval is so down. It's like 60% disapproval. You can't win an election if on 37% of the voters. So it looks dismal for them unless they blow the whistle and actually cheat themselves. So it's kind of like that weird, they're going to accuse others of cheating so they themselves can cheat. And they're going to use, if they can, troops and people in those sanctuary cities. Anyways, it's getting scary, but that's a little down the road, but it's starting early, because like presidential elections, they're like year round. Trashing the other side is constant. It's year round now. Anyways, it's Thursday. Gotta go do stuff. Have a wonderful Thursday. Everything's blowing around over here, but that's okay. Aloha. Aloha to you.
Everything should be fine. That's good.